Good morning, Judge Champagne. I'm going to go ahead and defer to you, sir, so you can get to your early morning docket. I'll just stand by.
Thank you, Judge O'Neill. I appreciate you letting me jump in here. Let me talk to Richard Harder, please. Hi, Mr. Harder.
How we doing?
Hold on just a sec. Let me turn my volume up here a little bit. I can't quite hear you. Can you speak up a little bit for me?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So I'm sorry to see you there in jail. Are you doing all right?
Yeah.
So anything you want to talk to me about?
No, I mean, the only thing I can say is I don't know why I'm in here because I'm using a legal substance. I used it before.
Nope.
Before judge, before the 9th, and we met with you on the 9th, found out you did not want to have it used. I stopped using it, and that's the outside. That's all I have to state for you. That's
all right. Well, and all I have to say to you is, excuse me. All I have to say to you is that we talked about Kratom, and the Kratom was not going to be an approved substance for you to use while you're out on pretrial with me.
I did not.
I talked to you about my concerns with Kratom is that you can buy it at any gas station or smoke shop or whatever. We have no idea what is actually in it other than the Kratom that we're testing for. It could have any number of things. And it enforces my concern that what you're doing is that you're using Kratom as a substitute for opiates. And everything that I see from you today tells me that you're resistant to that belief. I can't prove that one way or the other. What I can do is that I can make sure that if you're out there in the streets and that if there's a possibility that you're driving, that you're not whacked out on Kratom or Suboxone or anything else like that. So you've been in jail for 2 days. I'm hoping that that gives you enough time to figure out what's going on. Mr. Altum, anything you want to say as far as this goes?
Your Honor, I saw numerous of these violations. I hadn't seen Mr. Harder prior to this, but I don't know if we've adjusted his bail or anything like that.
No, we didn't adjust his bail. I just took him in. He showed up for court and he did not look well. We tested him and he he came in with that previous positive test. So my goal is to have him tested on a regular basis for the Kratom along with everything else. He's already set for trial on July 8th. So I'm certainly willing to accept any sort of recommendations from counsel. My plan is to put him on enhanced supervision and see where we're at from there. Anything that I'm missing on that?
No, Your Honor, if he certainly from the city's perspective, since he's been in a couple of days, if he comes back positive any more time, we'd probably request an extremely high bail.
All right, Mr. Loomis, anything to add on this?
Judge, what he explained to you is what he explained to me. I think what you're proposing makes sense.
All right, Mr. Harder, here's what we're going to do. All I can do is test the living daylights out of you. You are going to be on enhanced supervision. Your order is from me. You will check in at the Reno Municipal Court today before 5 p.m. You may not get out until 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't care. You're going to be down to the Reno Municipal Court before 5 p.m. You will check in with the marshals. They will set you up with enhanced supervision. No alcohol, no drugs, no Kratom. Do you understand?
yes, Your Honor.
You've been out long enough. There is absolutely no reason you should have any sort of hangover residue, any sort of hangover testing. I expect clean tests from here on out. If you test positive again, I will send the marshals out to have you arrested and we're going to talk again. Do you understand that?
Understand, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck, sir. I want you to do well. Good luck.
Okay. So,
all right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Thrush, it looks like you're up. 23 CR 02769. This is listed as a revocation hearing. Good morning, Mr. Thrush.
Good afternoon, Judge.
So, looks like, on March the 30th, 2023, you were charged with, peering, peeping, or spying through a window, door, or other opening the end of the dwelling of another. And the underlying sentence, I'm looking, just give me a moment. And I know you have new charges. I reviewed them for probable cause. I don't see what the underlying sentence was on the original charge. Does someone have that for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor. On April 4th, 2023, he entered on April 3rd, 2023, entered a no contest plea to peeping through a window. He's given a suspended sentence of 180 days with 90 days up front. The remainder of the 90 days suspended for 2 years. That was on April 4th, 2023. And now
Thank you,
he
Mr.
has
We
a
have
new
new
case
charges now.
a new case for the same charge.
Right. And you understand that you have an underlying sentence, Mr. Thrush?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And the condition of any suspended sentencer is that you obey all laws and obviously not reoffend. Do you understand that if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest to the new charges, you could be subjecting yourself to revocation of the underlying suspended sentencer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to go over that with you now. That is case 24 CR 06748. And on May the 26th, 2024, just about a month, 6 weeks after you were sentenced on a previous charge, I guess that will be longer than that. You were charged again, sir, and you were charged with disorderly conduct by prowling, peeking, or wandering on private property. Did you understand that charge?
When was that, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
It was May the 26th, just a few days ago, the reason that you were rearrested.
Yes, no, yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And how do you wish to plead to the new charge, sir?
Your Honor, I have to plead guilty, so I was there.
All right. And not only were you there, but you were breaking the law and you've already been arrested and charged for this before, right?
Your Honor, I was homeless. I was not initially like prowling. I was just cold.
All right. So how do you wish to plead to the charge, Mr. Thrush?
I have to plead guilty.
All right. Do you understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any question about those rights?
No.
You understand that the maximum penalty for this offense could be up to 6 months in jail and or a $1,000 fine? You have to answer out loud, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And have you served in the military?
No.
All right. The court will accept your plea as freely, voluntarily, and knowingly entered. Do you want to set this over for a victim statement?
I would ask that, Your Honor, is according to the reports, pretty disturbing, and I think victims should have the right to speak to the court if they so choose.
I reviewed this matter for probable cause, and I would agree that Mr. Thrush really violated these people's privacy. So I will set this matter over for a victim statement on Monday. And do you want to make a recommendation now relative to the revocation, or shall we continue that over until Monday as well?
Your Honor, based on his plea, I think we could revoke him, and I would ask to revoke him.
All right. Mr. Loomis, what would you like to say, sir?
Well, I think he realizes that he's got some serious problems here. But what he does indicate is he's been in Reno for 20 years. He has been homeless. I see in the last one, the one in which we're talking about the revocation, he was ordered to report to community court upon release. I don't know if that happened or not. He is presently somewhat employed. He's working for an owner builder, doing a rebuilding of fence and putting in cement and whatnot for the proposed for the owner builder. Yeah, I'd just submit that for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Loomis.
I would say one other thing. He does
Sure.
indicate that the problem that he has is methamphetamine, and he would like to do something to resolve that issue, but that's what he sees as the root of all his problems.
All right. Is anyone, would anyone be opposed to having a substance abuse evaluation conducted on Mr. Thrush?
Your Honor,
No
from the
objection
city,
here, Judge.
from the city standpoint, it's not necessary based on these charges. I understand that drugs can cause problems in people's lives, but this is a little different than what we normally see, and I don't think it's necessary.
I'm not sure based upon the charges if he could be eligible for any of the treatment programs. That's my concern. If a treatment program was offered. I do think that there may be some mental health issues here. I'm going to go ahead and order a substance abuse evaluation, and we can set that for in custody. Mr. Thrush, what would you like to tell me before I make a determination as to the revocation of your suspended sentence, sir?
Yes, ma'am. What I'd like to say is that, I was ordered to the community services when I was on my last case. And at that time, I was just running from the devil. I had nothing in my mind of anyone in the privacy of their own home. I was just scared. I was running from dear life. And when I got to the revocation or to the community service, he thought I was homeless. I wasn't homeless. I was working. I had a substantial amount of belongings. I was working, and he said, well, he said I was free to go. The judge did. I thought, what a cool place to be at. But now its circumstances have changed drastically. My storage unit has burnt to the ground. I have pretty much nothing since 4 months ago, and it's like I'm pretty scared. And
Well, you're going to be protected because I'm going to go ahead and revoke you on the suspended sentence. So you'll be serving some time in jail. And while you're in jail, I'm going to order a substance abuse evaluation to see if I can get you some counseling. Community court is always available to anyone as long as you're not legally prohibited from participating. And I'm not sure about these charges if they legally prohibit you from doing that. But I will confer with the community court and see if you're eligible. We've got some time to worry about that because you're going to be serving some jail time in the interim. I'm going to continue sentencing on the new case, sir, until Monday to give the city attorney the opportunity to let the people who are your victims of violating their privacy by looking in their windows while they were having a private moment. And I'm going to allow them to come forward and discuss their violation of their privacy with the court prior to being sentenced, okay? So that would be Monday morning. You'll be held on a no bail hold relative to the new charges until sentencing, and you're revoked on your earlier case. Okay.
what does that mean on being revoked? So what's
The underlying charge was in the amount of time that was still suspended, I believe. And I didn't write it down, Mr. Alton, could you refresh my memory relative to the amount of time, or I can look it up. Hold on.
Yes, it was, he did 90 days up front off of a 180-day suspended sentence, so it'll be 90 more days, is my understanding.
All right, so Mr. Thrush, the answer to your question is you'll be doing 90 days in the Washoe County Jail for violating the conditions of your Obey All Laws clause, okay?
does I get good time for that, or is it just
Yes,
flat?
you will. Yes, you will.
All right, sir.
All right, but keep in mind though, Mr. Thrush, that the new charges, the new sentencing could run either concurrent, which means on top of that, or consecutive, which means end to end. So you could be looking at sorry, my math is terrible. 90 days and 180 days. Okay.
So the court will find me with mercy.
Well, we haven't found that. We haven't made the decision as to the next 180-day sentence that could be imposed. Okay. That'll be happen on Monday.
All right, thank you. Head back to Alexander.
Your Honor, you
Yes?
ordered a substance use evaluation, excuse me. Did you want me to have that for in custody on Monday and then set him for sentencing and victim statement on Tuesday?
Does that work for you, Mr. Alton?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that'd be great, Miss Massey. Thank you.
Thank you.